Hello and welcome back to some Premier drafting at Karlov Manor here. It's another day, another meta, right? Everything's new, everything's changed. I like to say day, this is the first day that I get to start actually, interpreting some of the results and actually having a little bit of backing behind what they mean in the early part of the format. And so far, at least at the common level, we do see that white and red are performing considerably better than some of the other colors. Now, oh wow, look at this. So this, first, what? Here we go for all the for the people that are multiple rare truthers. Here we are, 3 rares in the pack. I think I want to take Tesa. Psychedelic Memory, I believe, actually was kind of performing well, and I would be interested to see. It's performing okay. But Tesa, I think, is better, yeah. And then Hide in Plain Sight, I don't know. So I could take Tesa or I could take Hide in Plain Sight, I think are kind of my two options. I think both of these are very good. Tesa is a white card, and this is a green card. Green cards are good in this format, it seems. There's Buried in the Garden, too, which is also a good card. I mean, this pack is actually pretty stacked. Like, we have a bunch of stuff. I want to try out Tesa. This card's pretty sicko. Oh, wow, 10th District Hero. Okay, well, we'll follow it up with that. I'm not going to complain. Not going to complain. Another good pack. Killer Among Us, other stuff, but I'll take 10th District Hero, and then we're just going to take, I think, a long goodbye. I think we're going to just keep rolling on here. I don't actually know. How has long goodbye been doing so far? Pretty acceptable. I mean, these two cards are good as well, but I think I'm just going to take the nice long goodbye here. Try very hard not to get blown out when I cast it by not letting your opponent flip over the thing. Okay, I think Leering Onlooker is pretty good. The Clandestine Meddler, I think, is also pretty good, but I think Leering Onlooker is probably just better. They're basically about the same. I like this one. Kind of. There's also Shock and Persian of Interest in this pack still, but I think we're gonna try it out. You know what I mean? Orzhov, not a deck that's typically great or anything, but this doesn't seem like super good in Orzhov, but I do think it's a good card. Slice from the Shadows may actually be better, although I doubt it. Or yeah, it definitely isn't. Definitely is not. So what do you do here? A couple of blue cards. There's Macabre Reconstruction. I don't love any of this for the deck I'm trying to draft, which is black-white, which is probably not, let's be real, probably never really that good of a deck. I can take the Macabre Reconstruction, though. Like, you can do, like, a black-white kind of grindy deck and see how it works. The best card in this pack is maybe Red Herring? I don't know. Might be Deduce. That is a coveted Falcon. Maybe I just take Meddling Youths and try to play that card. This card's okay, I think, but I think I'm going to take Meddling Youths. I might even be able to cast it. We'll see. These blue cards, I mean, the Coveted Falcon I think is fine, but not excellent or anything. This case is kind of medium fixing. You could take this card. I'd rather just take the strong card, which is Meddling Youths. Let's see where we go from there. And then I'm going to take Basilica Stalker, a card that I like quite a bit. It's my first time drafting black in this format, I think, like for real. Haven't really drafted a lot of black. Generally not somewhere you want to be early in formats. But here we're on the Mardu lifestyle. And there is, one thing about this format definitely is that there is fixing if you really want it, like the Escape Tunnels, which I think are just good cards in pretty much every deck. Also are good fixing tools. Yeah. So I've been liking the format so far. Been pretty good. Had some success. My most successful decks so far have been with Just Guy stuff. Though again, the early win rate data suggests that I'm gonna take the. I think I'm gonna take the escape tunnel here over the alley assailant. I think I'm just take the escape tunnel. If I want to play this meddling youths, I want it, and like even if I don't want to play the meddling youths, it's still a really, really good card. I think this card's kind of okay. I don't think this card's like legal. AP Defender, it is a 2-drop. This card, you know, the 2-drops like this that like are kind of bad, but you know, at least do something in the mid to late game, I think are not horrendous. Ooh, Fairy Snoop's pretty good, I think, here. Can play that one. Play that one in this deck, I think. White not looking super open, not an enormous surprise, given that people know that it's the best color, although Auspicious Arrival still coming back is as a nice little gift. We will take that. Very good card. We've got a nice start here. I mean, I don't know how I feel about this Macabre Reconstruction, but everything else is I feel pretty good about. Ooh, this gives me opportunity to try out Wrench, maybe. I may not play it, but I also might play it. Who knows? Ooh, this card's a house, but we're just going to take Makeshift Binding. Binding, really, really good. And I don't really see... Like, what else would be competing with Binding? And the land's okay. It's not really in this deck. Gadget Technician we can't really cast. Shock, once again, is Shock, but I'm going to take the Binding. And then I'm going to take more Removal. Yeah, I mean, it's Long Goodbye versus, like, Granite Witness, and I don't think Granite Witness is super good if you can't flip it consistently, and this is looking more like a base black deck. I mean, there's Drag the Canal. Drag the Canal is a strong card. But, I think I'm just gonna take the Long Goodbye. I don't want to, like I have, I mean, maybe I do want an island in my deck. Let's just make it easy on ourselves. Take this card. Persuasive Interrogators. Sure. I think this card's pretty alright. Toxin Analysis I think is good too, but it probably wheels because people don't respect cards like it. Like, I don't know. I mean, this is just kind of like a 6-minute spell. I mean, this card's probably better. I don't know. But, like, it wheels also. There's also Cease and Desist. Not super excited about that. All right, we'll take the big dude. Inside Source here for sure. This card's just really, really good. Obviously, we've got sort of the full. I mean, we got the reasons to play white package here. We got, you know, Inside Source, Makeshift Binding. We have a rare. We have Teysa. I do want like clues like in my deck. I do want to be making clues because of this. This is kind of like a cute little synergy type thing. Ooh, Museum Night Watch. I think this card's pretty decent. I've seen one of the things about this set. I think there are fewer like actual number of rares. The amount of Niv Mizzets I have seen like in packs in this format is just absurdly high. Like I've just seen so many of them. This is interesting. So there's another Basilica Stalker. There's the Hasdra Vigilante, and then there's Due Diligence. I think I want another Basilica Stalker over this guy. Maybe that's just really stupid, but I don't know. I kind of like the flexibility this one has that you can just play it on 3. This guy's probably like the better card, though. I'm gonna take the Stalker. I think I like this guy. Also, he has a nice hat. Okay, you have to go off of hat meta. I'll take Blood Pipe. This, you know, this card actually has like sort of underperformed my expectations. It is kind of like a blue-red card. Actually, it feels like more than not. It's not even this pipe. Let's see. We have Wrench and Pipe. So, I mean, I don't have a lot of like tokens at the moment. I'm kind of 11 creatures. I mean, this makes tokens eventually, theoretically. This can make tokens. The Fairy Snoop wears the equipment pretty well. Wrench is probably pretty bad. The Lead Pipe I could see being decent here, though. What about more equipment? I'm gonna take the Haunch. I think. I don't think it's worse than the Extracted Confession. Maybe it is. I have a bunch of removal already, though. Let's just take the Haunch. Nothing I want. Wow, this is a really criminally Detective Satchel. I think this card's a house. But I don't think I'm going to play this. I also don't think I'm probably playing this Meddling Youths. Probably not happening. We will have to see. I think... Yeah, I don't know. 2 tokens. I have 3 equipment. I'm obviously not going to play all of the equipment because that's too much. It just is too much. Like, you just can't play that much equipment in your decks and expect to not lose every game by a lot. But these are like 3 drops, really. Just rounding out the pack. Just rounding it out here. Man, people just still don't respect this card. I don't know how many of them you're supposed to play, but it's more than some people are willing to. I think I'm gonna just take the Unscrupulous Agent. I don't know. Kind of makes sense with what we're doing. This is not a great pack for me. The Hide in Plain Sight is like definitely the best card, but I don't really want to splash it. Maybe I should just try to splash this thing. This is a good card, but I don't know. I'm just gonna take the agent and stay at my 2 colors. I do need 2 drops as well. Ooh, speaking of 2 drops, an Unyielding Gatekeeper. Also an Escape Tunnel in this pack. That's not gonna wheel, but we'll take the Gatekeeper. So now I can start cutting stuff. Wrench is gonna go, I think. Wrench is probably too bad. Ooh, Case of the Stash Skeleton. Another nice 2 drop that also eventually turns into a Demonic Tutor, which is pretty good. Demonic Tutor, and then the Demonic Tutor in this deck can find a removal spell for me. Oh, this guy needs to go. I don't know why I was here. I'm probably not playing this either. I'm probably playing another Escape Tunnel. Actually, well, I'm going to take the Escape Tunnel, and then maybe I will actually play this. I was going to say, I'm probably not playing it, but now I have an Escape Tunnel. This card is kind of worth splashing, right? Like, it is... it does work. Now, I only have, like, 1 inside source. It'd be a bit tough. We'll see how I feel about it. We picked up some great 2 drops in this pack. I kind of feel like I was supposed to take that card or whatever. We'll live. I don't think I really want this either. Toxin Analysis. That seems like something I want. Wow, it's performing horrendously bad. Does this deck want it though? I mean, if the performance is bad enough that I think I'm just gonna take this 5 drop. That's kind of like I could even take the land, but I'm gonna just take the 5 drop. Wow, that is performing worse than Dogwalker. Ooh, Dogwalker. Now I'm interested in playing a mountain in my deck so I can get the Meddling Youths and the Dogwalker activation as well. Pretty good. I think I'm gonna put this away. I do now have a decent amount of tokens. Play 4. I'll play this thing. Play this big guy. What do you do? Nope. Rod Farm, whatever. I don't think this is very good in my deck. Public Thoroughfare doesn't seem great. Granite Witness. How many enchantments do I have? 2? That's not enough. Granite Witness it is, I think. I don't think I have enough. I don't have enough creatures leaving my graveyard. I just don't. I have like this one, and that's kind of it. I don't really even have. I don't have a ton of collect evidence either. So we'll take the Granite Witness. We'll take this thing. I think this thing's probably really good in my deck. Flying Lifelinker that can do stuff. Question of do I want to splash Meddling Youths? There's nothing in this pack I want. Do I want to play Granite Witness too? Is another question that I'm grappling with at the moment. I don't want any of these. Take the common, I guess. I don't know. I don't think any of the 2-minute spells I want to cut. Maybe Auspicious Arrival number 3 is maybe too bad. Another big boy Basilica Stalker. Another one. Okay, how many Basilica? I don't think I can play 4 Basilica Stalkers. I think that's too many. I think that's probably too many Basilica Stalkers. I mean, it's not performing well. I'll say that it's not performing well. I want to. Dogwalker is a 3. gonna play. Okay, I don't know why we're. I mean, we're supposed to be playing an island. Maybe I do actually want an island for the Fairy Snoop. Is my mana base too terrible? Maybe we just cut both equipment. Maybe I just cut both of the equipments, and then it's easier. Yeah, it's easier if I cut both of the equipments. I mean, they're basically performing similarly. How bad is Wrench doing? I want to actually see that. About the same. So... the equipments are okay with several things in my deck, including Sanguine Savior, Dogwalker, Inside Source. Those are sort of the things. I don't think I want to play Granite Witness. Maybe this isn't worth splashing. It probably isn't worth splashing. And as a result, I don't have to play a mountain in my deck. If I don't splash this, I don't have to play mountain. I have enough, like, big stuff as is. Teysa. Have a bunch of stuff. I don't know how I feel about this Unscrupulous Agent, TBH. I'm like, it does wear the equipment, I guess. If we're playing the equipment, which I probably shouldn't be doing, but... the equipment does kind of work nicely with this deck in the sense that, like, I do have a lot of disguise stuff, and then on, like, turn 4 I can, like, flip something up and then equip. And I do want to try them out, so there is that too. And they can sacrifice and do stuff, and I have flyers. Got another Basilica Stalker? Maybe that's what I'm supposed to do. Cut Auspicious Arrival number 3. I don't think I'm ever supposed to do that. I don't think I'm supposed to cut Auspicious Arrival number 3. I think that's, like, pretty bad. Maybe I am, though. I mean, if I'm gonna, like, I kind of need to choose between which of these effects I want. Okay, let's cut the third one. It's probably, like, definitely wrong. But, we're gonna not play either of these and just have better mana. Fairy Snoop and Dogwalker are going to make this a little bit difficult in terms of, like, how, in terms of how the mana base, like, looks, potentially, some people are saying. But, that's alright, we can live with that. And, we're gonna try it out. We're gonna try out Black-White. Never a deck that performs super well. Never, generally is a card quality deck, and we do have some good cards in this deck, right? We have a couple of rares. We have the Teysa and the, Skeleton and the couple of each color rares, which is pretty good. It's pretty common. I would say it is noticeable the amount of added rares in the format. Interesting which 2-drop you play here. It's probably gotta be Leering Onlooker, given that I have the Haunch. Play the Haunch on 1, and then play... I mean, I could play Repeat Offender too. I don't know. Live and breathe. Well, now I'm going to play the Leering Onlooker, because now if they play a 3-mana 2/2, they can't get in, and that's very nice. If they just attack, do I block? Yeah, I'm just gonna block, because if they use a trick, that's probably good for me. They can get value out of this later. And if they don't use a trick, I mean, if they just kill it, that's kind of fine too. I'm just gonna block. If they used it, oh, okay. Opponent not interested in tricks, so they're just gonna do this. Yeah, a reasonable choice for sure. I think I want to just play Repeat Offender. The agent is gonna likely get their last card. I'm just gonna play Repeat Offender and pass. Because this card can get their last card, or one of their, like, give them fewer options, I should say. The Leering Onlooker is not attacking because it takes a lot of the, like, heat out of the Market Watch Phantom. If the Onlooker attacks, I guess I'll block because it is before 5 mana if they attack with the Morph. We shall see. See how we're feeling. I'm looking into it over there. yes, those are indeed cards. Another Market Watch Phantom. Look at this. The Luring Onlooker was just saving me like all of my life total here. Okay, you're late, Basilica Stalker. I think I'm just gonna play Agent and equip to the Agent. So play Agent. They exile a card from their hand. Their hand is all spells. I could equip to the Repeat Offender that they exile. Exile Crocodile, if that makes sense. The equipment is going to probably go somewhere. The question is, where does it go? You can put it on the Onlooker. Yeah, I'm going to equip it to the Onlooker, actually. For now. No attacks for me. I'm playing this a little slow. Maybe I should be playing it a little bit faster, but... You know, the Market Watch Phantoms, like, they're getting neutralized right now. Which I think is pretty good for me. Maybe I'm supposed to attack with the 2-1. The 2-1 blocks everything, though, so I don't know how I feel about that necessarily. Yeah. See, this is what I'm kind of talking about with the Market Watch Phantoms. They're just like they're just not getting in for chip damage. And if the Market Watch Phantoms aren't getting in for chip damage, what are they doing? Let's play this and the 10th District Hero, I think. I guess I'll attack with the Repeat Offender. Pretty down for them to block. It chose not to block. Makes sense. I've got this board stall. I mean, I'm holding back the Leering Onlooker for now still, because, you know, I mean, I could probably start trying to like race a little bit. I could. It's totally fine. They've investigated, and I mean, at some point, I mean, if they had a Granite Witness, I assume they would have just used a way to kill it by now, right? Like that's what I would have figured that was the case. Next turn I can flip the Basilica Stalker and start getting in. Oh, they have the Granite Witness, okay. So they did find the Granite Witness. Unfortunate. Gets to hit me for 3. And then I'm just gonna, I think I want to just flip this. So they do have 2 artifacts, which is notable. The 2-1 can get in, the 2-3 can probably get in. Well, yeah, let's flip the Basilica Stalker and attack with these 2. I think also the Leering Onlooker, because I don't think they. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna start going because I don't think they're gonna block it. Yeah, let's get in with the Leering Onlooker too. Because I don't think they have an extra, like, I think they're potentially out of gas with 2 power creatures. I can put that one. I kind of want to land on top for my Persuasive Interrogators, but I also, like, don't mind the land going into the graveyard, so I'm just going to put the land in the graveyard. I kind of want the land on top, I kind of want the land in the graveyard. Oh no, my thing. I'm sad about it, kind of. This is Collect Evidence 2, I think? Oh no, so I couldn't. Oh, it's 2 cards. Who knew? Who would have known, if not me? Well, I can attack with the 10th District Hero. I mean, there's no, like, good blocks for them here. If I equip the Haunch and then just attack with everything, that seems kind of terrible, but I could just equip the Haunch to the Unscrupulous Agent and attack with not the 10th District Hero. That seems fine, let's do that. Equip to you. Just these ones. Totally down for you to block. They have chosen not to block. I'm gonna put that in the yard, I think. I'm gonna shuffle anyway, so. Need to return. So now they know about the escape tunnel, but I'm kind of okay with them knowing that. Okay. You flipped up an exit specialist. That's pretty rude, actually. I get to bounce my Basilica Stalker. Sure. Yep. I'm just gonna... Okay, this can't be blocked yet. Okay, so I'm just gonna do the old trick here. I guess, wait, do I have lethal? Hold on, let me just see if I have lethal, because if I have lethal, I don't want to do this. I mean, I kind of have, I kind of, like, get their detective thing off the board, and then... Like, this is... I mean, it's not lethal, like, I may have just had lethal on it. I don't think I did, but... I'm gonna go get a basic land. I'm gonna go get a swamp. I don't know, I might have had lethal, who knows? It's not for me to know, honestly. What does this become? It becomes a 4/4 and gains vigilance. Collect evidence 4. That's probably worth doing. Oh, it's collect evidence 2. Well, that was... Look, okay? Sometimes we all do dumb stuff. For some reason I thought it was collect evidence 4. It's because I read the 4/4 and was like, oh, 4. That's like the 4. That's like the same number as that other number. Yeah, I would have been able to upgrade it, potentially. Well, not right now, but... So now they know I have a Basilica Stalker coming. I could have even equipped it, I don't know. I feel like I'm in pretty controlling shape. Yeah. Those Market Watch like them not having removal for the 1/3 flyer for the Market Watch Phantoms to not do a bunch of chip damage really was kind of the difference here. Just gonna draw a card and then... But the poison counters, no, not the poison counters. I know. It's sad for me too. I guess I could do that. But do I have enough mana? I don't know. So, the problem is that this is likely to be, like, flippable, like a Granite Witness. So I could flip this up, or I could just not flip it up. Equip for 2 on the 10th District Hero, I think. I'm now going to have to block it. I guess I should disguise this first, because if for some reason... I'm going to get extremely blown out, I want to be able to not just get extremely blown out. Chump. Interesting. I guess they do have another card. Oh, they have the Gatekeeper, I see. Yeah, I mean, that's fine. They're just gonna do that. Okay. Okay. Oh no, it gets +1/+1. I'm really scared. So I can actually flip my own flyer here over with my Gatekeeper. I mean, it's not, the game is not over, to be honest with you. They do have some stuff. They do have, like, if they have a removal spell, kind of, like, not in a good spot. I guess, actually, I'm in a totally fine spot if they have a removal spell, because they're just gonna get blown out, but... I don't know. It's not completely over. That's fine. Gonna do some looting. Question is, I'm just gonna flip over I think I want to flip this over and then flip over this, and then I have the ability to long goodbye the Projector Inspector. Okay. I guess I could just long goodbye. I could just long goodbye now. TBH. I don't get the detectives. Yeah, I'm just gonna kill this, I think. And then now what? Now what, opponent? Now what you got for me? Dun, 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 dun. Thinking is very difficult. So I can sacrifice this, make this. Other creatures you control have indestructible. That seems kind of good. Let's do that. Actually, hold on. I mean, my stupidity. Why am I like thinking so hard about this? I don't know. Has place power and is 5/5. Other creatures control have indestructible. I'm trying to think about like what I want to do, and I don't really know the answer to that question. Because it's difficult, okay? Because it's difficult. I'm just gonna attack all, see what happens. I don't know what they're gonna do. Sure. I can now flip, so I can give them a 2/2. So turn this face up. Turn there, like. Me trying to figure out what I'm supposed to be doing. Turn this into a 2/2. Okay, it's a 3/3, I guess, and we'll just turn this face up as well. Okay, now they're at 3, and I'm going to be able to get a thing that like makes their life miserable, potentially. I don't know, this may not have been smart. We'll figure that out shortly. Whether or not that was the case. I don't know, I don't feel like I've played that particularly well, but I also don't know what the right line was. That's fine, kind of. Got some 4/4s. I'm gonna have an indestructible 3/2 and a 5/5, so they're gonna have to double chump, which is pretty bad for them. Alright, we go. What evidence 4? Silica Stalker. Equip 2 on you. They have to go chump chump. Yep. Which is pretty bad for them. They do draw a card. Well, I mean, I guess they. Yeah, and then we're chilling at the moment. Interesting thing about this card from like a gameplay perspective is you can also just like collect evidence again, so you can like exile. Like if you have cards that are like, oh, when a card leaves your graveyard, this thing allows you to like keep doing that. That game would have been a lot easier if I didn't accidentally collect evidence 4 when I needed to collect evidence 2. But we did still get there. We did still hashtag get there. It only took, all of the rares, but sometimes you get all the rares. I have actually found it pretty noticeable, the increase in number of rares, I would say, in like my decks. I've felt that like it has been higher. Like I haven't I'm gonna keep this. I think I'm just gonna sack the tunnel on one, yeah. What are we doing? What am I doing? Let's just go get the. Stop wasting everybody's time, you know what I mean? Let's go get the card, you know what I mean? We're gonna play the card, I'm gonna play it. Scrupulous Agent on 2. And then So against Mountain, Unscrupulous Agent on 2 looks kind of bad, but we'll see how I feel about that later on. Do I want to play the Basilica Stalker on 3, or do I want to play Inside Source on 3? So this is a detective as well. Opponent probably got some morph going on over there. If that's the case, it probably... What did they exile? They exiled Gadget Technician. Oh. Oh dear. Well, I guess we're going to play Inside Source then. Because... Oh, they're just going to be out of this one pretty quick, huh? They are going to be out of this one pretty quick, I think. Because next turn I get to flip my Basilica Stalker, and then it's kind of just over. If they have the blue-red Wrath, they're in it. It's not looking like they have that so far, but we'll see. He kept it 2. I mean, that was kind of... I mean, that keep was interesting. I mean, we'll have to look at it. They didn't have like a red... They didn't have any castable spells on turn 2. And they didn't have a... I guess they have a morph on 3 here, but it doesn't really... Not super exciting, I guess, I would say. I'm just going to flip this up. Start getting in the beats. They're going to trade, wow. What did they trade with? I mean, this is pretty good. I don't know. Yeah, I like this on top. Traded with a Gadget Technician makes sense. So if they do have removal for this, it's like not great for me, but they do have the best possible. But I still have Lead Pipe, so it's not a complete disaster. I can still just do this. Equip on the Unscrupulous Agent. Still getting in for 4 this turn. Makeshift Binding was kind of probably like it's one of the few things that was gonna save them there. Okay. Sure. I'm going to... I'm done just attack with both. If they block the face down card, I'm pretty happy. If they just want to like make this trade, that's fine with me. I am going to get them, I think. By getting, I mean like, I mean both of these are pretty good, TBH. I guess I'll take the Tentostic Hero. Play the Tentostic Hero. It's gonna be pretty tough. The Lead Pipe, the Unscrupulous Agent with the Lead Pipe is not necessarily the creature I want to be having the Lead Pipe right now, but... So they have Granite Witness. Exactly. Like exactly Granite Witness, okay. Well, that is annoying, but I can live with it. I'm just gonna do this, I think. Collect evidence 2. You're gonna go. It's unfortunate that I had to use the 5 for that, but it's okay. I think I'm okay trading the agent for a 1/1, because primarily because they're also losing a life. Maybe I just want to attack with the hero and the Fairy Snoop, actually. I've decided. Because I can remaneuver the equipment, potentially, if I want. So this is like exactly like Granite Witness, right, I would think. Looks like it's Granite Witness. Let's see, what you got? That's Granite Witness, not a surprise. So I'm going to do this. So would you like to tap it? They're going to tap it, obviously. And damage. And then I'm going to move... I guess I don't have to do anything right now. I can just draw a card. Forge Phantom, sure. Card. So they're almost dead because I can equip the pipe and then. It doesn't change like the clock though, so I'm just gonna. Just gonna do that and make a 5/6. The 5/6 has not felt like super amazing, but I have drawn it a couple of times and I've been like, I've got other stuff to do with my mana. Like, you don't really need it. But, it's been okay. The Haunch, so they can gain some life. It does keep them alive, I suppose. They have to, like, do it, though. I guess I'll draw a card first. 2 poison counters, we did it. Mission accomplished. I think I'm gonna... If they have a removal spell, it's better to just attack with the Fairy Snoop. I can always do this next turn. I should have attacked with the 5/6 too. I didn't do that. This game's flying, I guess they can jump if they want. Not chosen to do that. I'm gonna... Oh, I can't actually do that. Alright, we're just gonna chill. We're just gonna chill. Alright. Good enough. Good enough. Oh, we're gonna get to diamonds now. Now the real games begin. Now it is time for the real gaming. Yeah. Doing good, doing good. Got a lot of 2-drops in my deck, so I'm happy. That is a good feeling. so now we get to diamond, and it's just gonna be all Boros all day. I'm gonna keep this, although I do hate it. So first I'm gonna fetch black. I think it's a 2-lander, and both of the lands are tapped. But let's go fetch a black source, because I have a double black card. I don't think actually... Maybe I was actually supposed to fetch white for that reason. I don't know. Kind of hate it a little bit. Let's play the Repeat Offender first. Yeah, I should have fetched... I don't know. I don't know what I was supposed to fetch. I'm gonna just keep playing. Surely this is dumb. Surely it's really stupid to play a third. I mean, but if I draw, I mean, I don't know. Can't be that bad, Copium. If I draw an untapped land, I'm just thrilled, and if I don't, like, whatever. I think I'm pretty down to trade my 2/1 lifelink for their whatever this morph is. Yeah, I think we're probably just trading 2/1 lifelinkers would be my guess. I traded for that? Okay. Works for me. I want to trade partially because of the Tensor Shitiro. Cold Case Cracker, okay. Go find a plains. Opponent is on 3 colors. Intriguing. So I could flip up the Fairy Snoop, or I could suspect this and play Tensor Shitiro, which I think is probably better. Or I could just play the Tensor Shitiro, flip it up on their turn, and like draw a card. That seems pretty sensible. Seems pretty sensible to draw a card here, and then like I can block their 3/3. Block the 3/3. I think this is going to go into my hand. Block. I'm just going to kill the Wisp Drinker Vampire, I think. I could not. It's pretty annoying, though. I'm also just going to do this, I think. Collect evidence 2. Let's collect evidence for the right amount this time. Put him to 10, or 9, rather. It's pretty good. Is it permanents? No, just creatures. That's fine. Ooh, attacks. I don't know about that. This hits nothing. Okay, great. So I could do this, or I could just play the interrogators. Wish I could do something with this, but I kind of can't. I kind of want to just play the interrogators. They're kind of just big. And they just used their 6-mana 4/4 bounce thing. I don't know if they have another one. Okay, well, one of those. Which of the morphs am I killing? Great question. This is an instant, so we can wait a little bit until they block. Well, what if they double block with the? Then I get to kill the flyer. No, I think we just kill one of these. So I attack. They could go double block with the morph in that, or they could double block with the flyer in that. But if this dies, I can then start giving my stuff indestructible. Yeah, good question. That is a good question. I think I'm just gonna kill one of the morphs. So I'm gonna decline. Which one? Did I get the right one? Let's see. That one was pretty good to get. I'm just gonna play this. Exile a card. Probably should have done this earlier in the turn, but we've decided not to. We have 2 spells. We shall see how this looks. So they discarded that one. I'm okay for now. So I can. So their last card, I mean, they could have a big morph. It's a Cold Case Cracker, sure. And well, first we're gonna draw a card here. So that's the first order of business. Give him some poison counters. Make him sweat a little bit. I think I'm gonna just collect evidence 2 and then pass here. Evidence 2 and be happy about it. I don't really have like a whole lot of other stuff to do. Could attack with the interrogators. That's probably pretty decent. But so how do they block? Yeah, I think I'm gonna attack with the interrogators. Jump is fine. You could triple block, which wouldn't actually be too so bad. I'm gonna lose both of their dudes. They do get to investigate twice, so there is that. Turn. They do have black cards, so I do want to not hold cards in my hand. Okay, well now that Fairy Snoop's gonna start getting in. Okay, now it's not gonna start getting in. So Steam Score Scholar is a pretty good one. Steam Core Scholar, gonna draw some cards here. Just Esper stuff over there. The Thanks Secure is about to start giving indestructible, which is pretty good. It's a pretty good ability, I've heard. It's only to other creatures, though. So have to be advised about that. So get back the 2 Cracker here. The 2 Cold Case Enjoyers. I'm gonna draw the cards now. I'm gonna draw a card. There's technically also the threat of, like, Persuasive Interrogatoring their, like, life total out. Ooh, what do we kill? Oh, whatever double blocks the 10th District Hero, I guess. Devon's 4. Then I think I want to suspect on this. If they triple block the 5/5, I can live with that. Well, I guess they're not going to do that because of... Let's attack with this. I guess we'll attack with everything, potentially. No, attack with not this. If they do go for the triple block, but I don't think they're going to. I guess I should probably have attacked with the agent just because... Yeah, because I know that they can't... I actually should have just done the math. 5, 6, 7, 8... So I have to chump here. Like, they can't actually triple block the Maleva. So, and I knew that, so I should have just attacked with the agent. That was like -1 damage. What did we get? Oh, they're just over it. As they should have been, I think. As they should have been. Yeah, I just missed 1 damage there. Didn't do math. I was like, this might be like a lethal attack if they tried to... Well, but the thing is, they could have blocked, like, not that, and then it would have been... Well, I guess it doesn't make sense to block not that, because everything else is indestructible. Whatever, man. Come at me, bro. See if I care. Alright. Well, this deck is, you know... It's doing its thing. It's casting 2 mana spells, right? This is sort of my standard. I mean, there's a couple of, like, I draft black-white usually in a format, like 5 times total. And every time it's just like, well, I got rares, so I'll draft it. And this is an example of drafting because of rares. I will keep this. Only 1 color, but we do have 3 castable spells, and Fairy Snoop, you know, while a little bit slow, it is going to help us find, you know, additional stuff. We have stuff to do on turn 1 and 2 and 3 and also 4, so, like, you know. Oh, the lead pipe mirror. Updated state of limited here. So I'm probably just going to play Inside Yeah, I'll probably just play Inside Source. This is a Skeleton. At some point during this game, I just get to get a Demonic Tutor in my hand, which is pretty nice. Does that make me change my mind about what I want to do? I think the answer is no. I want to still play this. Partially because it uses the white mana, and partially because... So yeah, this is kind of why the equipment, like, isn't so great, is that, like, just having equipment in this format is not super great, because, you can end up with situations like this where it's like, well, I kind of want to just equip stuff, and then I guess I'm going to attack with nothing. I guess I'm going to attack with nothing because, no, I'm going to attack with these 2. See what they got for me. This is the most embarrassing thing I have ever seen. That is the most embarrassing murder I have ever witnessed. That is crazy. Right, they do make the very uncowardly block. I respect them for it. Play the haunch. Next time we're just gonna go equip, I think, and then it's gonna be kind of tough. There's just gonna be a 6-1 menace on the board. Alternatively, I could play the Vigilante if I draw a land. Opponent's lead pipe looking a lot worse than my lead pipe. I'm just gonna say it. I'm just saying my pipe's better. What do you want from me? Alright, I'm gonna just do equip, I think. Equip to... So the pipe I want on the 2-2, and the haunch I want on the skeleton, I think. Alternatively, I could put the... But I don't actually want I actually don't really want to trade with the Fairy Snoop, so I'm gonna... Maybe I could just put both on the skeleton. Seems a little risky for no reason. Equip to my skeleton. Skeleton is enough of a threat as is. They're just gonna block, yeah. And this is why we put the pipe. So we're gonna, each lose one. If they had 4 mana up here, this trade would be a lot worse for me. They're probably gonna sacrifice the pipe, I would think. Yeah, they are. Makes sense. Figured they were probably gonna do that. Then now what? What you got? It's a 2-turn clock for me. I'm gonna attack. I see. That makes sense. Well, they get a something flyer. Probably a 3/3 flyer. Exchange, I get the Fairy Snoop on the back end here. That doesn't make sense. Let's see how they split this. So I can give them these cards, which is what I want to do, because then they get a 2/2 flyer, which doesn't. Or I could just give them these. Hold on. I could give them Cold Case Cracker. They get a 3/3 flyer. Burden of Proof is really bad right now. Giving them 2 lands. I don't care. Like, honestly, I don't really care about them having either of these piles of cards. I guess you can have these. There's your 2/2 flyer. I'll flip up Fairy Snoop, I think. I will take the planes. And then I'm gonna equip this to the Snoop, I think. Post-combat. Maybe I wasn't supposed to because of the Vigilante. Maybe. Yeah, I could see that being a problem for me. Okay, I definitely don't need the Persuasive Interrogators, so it can go. They have Burden of Proof, which doesn't actually do anything. I guess they can make 2 flyers, but they're tapped. So I'm probably just gonna Dog Walker here. Yeah, that's unfortunate. So I could equip this to the flyer, and then attack, and then I could play Dog Walker face down. Alright, let's do that. Attack with this. They basically have to double block or they're dead. Bold. That is a bold choice. That is a very bold choice. Going to 2 against lead pipe. I don't know. Do we have any tutorable things that just kill them? No, but we're... oh, that's bad for me. Now I get why they did this. Now I understand. Still don't think it's like super great. So I can equip... hold on. The lead pipe goes on the 2/1 menace skeleton. What is this? Base power, toughness 1/1 and can't block detectives. Okay, so that doesn't actually do anything. Equip this to my... hold on. How is this going to tap for me? Equip the lead pipe to the skeleton, I think. So I think I want to equip both to the skeleton. I want to equip the lead pipe to this guy, actually. I want to equip the haunch. No! No. Jeez. Do the skeleton. Attack. That was almost very, very bad. I had to just make 2 bad blocks here. Then... done. Turn this face up. Make some dogs. Opponent's gonna go to 1. Probably. Let's see. Even if they have the like -2, -0, it doesn't work. Base power and toughness 1/1 doesn't work either. I'm sure there's something that works, but I don't know what it is. Oh, okay. That's fine. I now have no suspected skeletons, which means I can just get a demonic tutor. Opponent has to kill both creatures without allowing me. See, that was why like they should have just made that block 2 turns ago. I mean, the reason they didn't is obvious now. They have the coerce to kill, but opponent looking for life at the end of the tunnel. I don't believe there's anything in my deck that I want to find with the case right now. Okay, well, they're dead. Dead anyways. I was trying to think, I was like, is there anything that gives me like 1 damage? And the answer is, I could find like Tesa. That doesn't work though. Almost got by Auto Tapper, but we were saved. We were saved by the gods. Auto Tapper almost won today, but it didn't quite win. It almost won. But we managed to overcome the auto tapping phenomenon that was occurring. I will keep this one. Pretty solid opener. Nothing special, but not too bad either. The real question is, what do I want to play on turn 3? And the answer is I don't really know. Not Fairy Snoop for sure. So it's either Inside Source or Dogwalker. I'm leaning towards Dogwalker because I have so many 2-mana plays in the deck. Opponent's gonna mulligan. Reasonable. It's gonna be pretty bad into Unscrupulous Agent, but okay, well they're cheating. They have rare lands. That's illegal. Play Unscrupulous Agent on 2 because I don't have another 2-mana play. I think I want to go Dogwalker. We exile. Exiled Fuss and Bother makes sense. Do they have a 2-drop? Yes. Makes me want to, like, play the Dog Walker even more, I think. I guess the problem is it's vulnerable to removal. That's fine. I'll live with that. You hate to see that. They're just gonna take it. Interesting. Alright, well in that case I'm just gonna play Inside Source. If they were gonna block I would have flipped it, but that's where that is where people talk about, like, it is still somewhat of a cost to like this attack a lot less now, don't I? As a result of liking this attack a lot less, I'm just going to play the Fairy Snoop face down and pass. It's pretty likely they're just going to flip something up here, and I'm going to be pretty sad about it, but into open mana, I think the attack is largely terrible. Yeah, see, it would have been pretty bad. Would have been pretty bad. I mean, I mean, it's possible they don't block like that, but if they just block with the Fairy Snoop, it's kind of a disaster. This Vigilante's looking pretty good. The real question is, where is this makeshift binding going to be going? Don't know. Kinda hate that. What is this one again? Fairy Snoop? Kinda needed a land, I would say. I guess I could try to find it off of the Fairy Snoop. That's probably good. I should probably just do that. Yeah, let's try to find a land. Found a land. Look at me. Finding lands. No attacks. Found a land. That's pretty good. This card's going to be a house once the flyers are gone. They also, like, are going to feel pretty pressured to use the removal on the 10th district here, I would think. Because it is going to become a problem for them. Probably just playing Vigilante and passing. Counterspells do exist, I suppose. They haven't really at any point played like they have one, but I could see it happening and me getting, like, completely blown out. I could do that. It's kind of awful, though. The real question is, where does the counter go? And I think it's actually going to go on the Morph dude. I think the counter actually goes on this guy. And then I'm still not super interested in the attacks. They're not great for me. Deduce, sure. Deduce pretty good. Doing some good stuff for sure there. Okay, well, we're gonna binding that. we figured out where the makeshift. I know I was asking earlier. Oh, that gets hexproof. Gets hexproof. Well, don't suppose I'm winning this game then, do I? Alright, lead pipe. Life is a highway, and you're gonna take me all the way home. I believe in you. I don't think they're gonna block Ezra. I don't think they're gonna block the face down card with Ezra. I just really don't believe that they're gonna do it. And even if they do, it's not that bad. Probably you. Ezra is gonna start gaining lifelink, some people are saying. I really don't think they're gonna block it. If they've like deduced what's under the face down card, they could block. Even then though, oh, they're gonna block like this. I think this is good for me. The question is, what do I kill? If I could kill two things, I would do that, but I can't. So I do suppose I'm killing the Griffnot tracker because it. Oh, so now I'm gonna try to do this. Yeah, definitely like that. I don't. This block doesn't really make sense to me, but. They just gave me a free extra guy there. So Ezram can gain lifelink. Like, let's. We all know that that's the case. And it is unfortunate, but they have dramatic accusation. Fine. But they also, like, kind of can't really attack with it. I guess they're gonna attack with it. So they didn't give it vigilance, they just gave it lifelink. Which I've heard is pretty good and limited. I don't know if other people know this. So I can collect evidence to make this a 4/4 and play Tessa this turn. The concern is... So I want this lead pipe to go somewhere. Lead pipe could go on a... I think I want to just attack with everything. Is that horrible? They eat 2 1/1s and take like some damage and then go to... them eating 2 1/1, the whole of them eating 2 1/1s piece of things is pretty bad. It's kind of annoying. Yeah. I guess I attack with my 3/2/2s actually, that's what I'm gonna do. Or my 3/2 mana. I can attack with 1/1/1 for free because they're either blocking the either the 2/2, yeah. So I can attack with 1/1/1 for free here. They can eat the 1/1. They're just gonna do this, which is what I figured they would do. I think we just played Tessa and Leering Onlooker, right? Onlooker. I can start, like, I can jump now forever the Ezram. It can only gain lifelink so many times, and I have to keep one clue back to keep it alive. Like, they're gonna start losing some life, I would think, at some point. Or at some point they might tap out. See, look at that. Long goodbye can't be countered. I think we are just going to play Sanguine Savior and pass. Presumably. Like, what else am I doing this turn? I could equip to that, but that doesn't do anything. And there's, I guess, the inside source on Fairy Snoop plus Lead Pipe gets an attack through because it's big enough. I'm just gonna play this. Then I'm gonna pass. Like, the Ezram is just gonna run out of juice at some point, and then when it runs out of juice, it's gonna be kind of bad for them. This game is going to take forever, in case you're wondering. If you're wondering if the game is going to take forever or not, yeah, it's going to take a very, very long time. I'm not down to just draw. It's each turn, sure. I was going to say, this game could come down to poison counters, which is actually kind of funny. Oh, I can escape tunnel on the 10th district hero to get it in for a bunch of damage. Let's do that. What if they have removal? It's like somewhat likely they have removal. I kind of want to just find a land. I kind of want to just get land like 6 or whatever. Is that just like the worst thing you've ever heard? I can equip this pipe somewhere. I could just equip it on the, I could just put it on this thing. Yeah, let's do this. Let's be sensible. Yep. We're we're here grinding away. Getting close to just being able to jam. I still can't because obvious reasons. I'm just gonna drop a card, make a 1/1 flyer. Another equipment. This is extremely annoying to have to keep track of. I'm going to keep it real with you. The amount of creatures on the board is not easy to figure out what I'm supposed to be doing with them. I just have so much stuff I could be doing, and it's just like, nah. At some point, I'm going to be able to, I could just long goodbye and then, like, get in for 2 in the air. Or 3 in the air. That's pretty good, I think. I'm going to do that. Long goodbye, kill the Fairy Snoop. Attack with my 3 flyers. I'm going to attack with a bunch of stuff, actually. The Leering Onlooker can stay back. This can get in. This can get in, I think. Yeah, this looks fine. I guess I could just eat the 10th district hero. Whatever. I'll live with that. You're either eating that or the face down card, which I don't think they're going to do. Oh, they are going to do that. Okay. Well, they're welcome to it, I suppose. I guess I want to kill the 2 bodies. I guess I want to kill these two specifically. So what evidence 2? How long goodbye can go. That's a 4-4 now. Pretty down for this, I think. Opponent is going to gain some life. Which is okay. Just gonna let the lead piping continue until morale improves, and then I think I'm gonna just equip the pipe to something. I don't know what, but something. Equip it to. I guess actually I don't want to do that. I'm just gonna sack my clue that I'm about to get. Yeah, let's do that. That is a face down card. We're just gonna be here forever. You're here forever. We're gonna be here forever. I was gonna say, I have to check, make sure I'm not decking myself. I didn't think I was decking myself, for the record. Oh! You're here. Okay. Well... What is this? I don't know. I think I'm gonna play this face down first. Okay, they're just over it. The face down card, it was too much. Face down card was too much for the opponent there. Oh man, this video is going to be extremely long. We're already at an hour and a half. We are. I mean, that game. I mean, that was an interesting game because it was just like, well, here's the blue-white rare. There it is. It's on the battlefield. And then I was just kind of like, what if I made infinite 1/1 flyers? And they were like, okay, I guess you're just going to be doing that. Yeah, Tace is a house. Can confirm. Can confirm. That card is good. Black white real is it, so this is like the bait. Like I said, I mentioned it earlier. This is like the bait that you fall into. It's like, oh my god, black white, is it a deck that's good? And then it's like, no, actually, I just had like 5 rares in my deck. But actually, you know what? I mean, again, that does happen more often in this set. At least in my experience so far. I mean, the play boosters, we all know that there are an increased, like a March on the Machine level number of rares. What I would say about that is, the key difference between this set and March of the Machine is that March of the Machine had more rares, but it had more different rares. So it didn't feel like there were more of the same rares. Whereas this set, it just has more of, you just are seeing the same rares more often. And I think that is a key like feel difference, even if it's like from like an actual number of rares standpoint, it's like similar. The actual feel of the rares is different. What do I do here? Let's go biggest minion all face. 2/3 is nice because it can attack no matter what, and it's dealing 2 damage. Oh, okay. Oh, now what do I do? Highest win rate card. I don't know. This is a good heuristic. It's biggest minion all face, highest win rate card first. That's that's the way I go. But that is actually an enormous problem. Well, they're never blocking. I guess I could play this, but it doesn't actually do anything. So I don't think they're gonna block. Yeah. I'm gonna just play the Night Watch. I'll play another face downer. This is gonna be a tough game to win. I need to find a removal for that Perimeter Enforcer basically as soon as possible, or else I'm gonna lose. Yep. It's not looking good, boss. It is not looking good. I need to find interaction. We did not accomplish that. I guess I can attack with both of these though. Turn this face up. Make it 2 to... Now I can collect evidence next turn. The problem is that I didn't have a 4th land. And also they have a 3/4 lifelink flyer. If I just answer the flyer, I'm gonna probably win this game. Well now. Now I'm probably not gonna win this game. That is... Alright, they had the... This is Perimeter Enforcer Gaming. This could actually help if I would be able to get something through, but I don't think I'm going to be able to get anything through this turn is the issue. Because they just block. Yeah, all the blocks are too bad for me. And then, I think I'm just dead. I think I'm kind of just... I have to play like Leering Onlooker, and then... Yeah, I don't think we can get there, unfortunately. Didn't draw removal for Perimeter Enforcer. Yeah, I think that game was pretty over. You could say that I'm supposed to maybe play that out, but I don't think I am, actually. I think I'm probably supposed to just... I think it's okay to just concede there. That's the best case. That's the best use of the detective case I've seen so far. Obviously. But, yeah, it's not easy when your opponent gets the Perimeter Enforcer into play. Because lifelink is cheating. My deck is actually pretty okay against Perimeter Enforcer, probably. No matter what I did that game, I was losing from the opening rip. Lead Pipe, not the best. True. True, not the best showing for Lead Pipe, no denying that. Yeah, I was going to say, this is generally when what happens. I'm actually going to just mull this. No turn 1 or 2 plays, and only one of my colors. I think we got to get rid of it. Am I going to 5? Yep, I'm going to 5. My god. Alright, well, I'm keeping the 5. It's not the best 5 I've ever seen. Alright. It's not the best 5 I've ever seen. Would have been rewarded for keeping the 2-1. Oh, okay, wait, we have a chance. Yeah, I'm gonna play this first. I'm probably just playing this next turn, we'll see. Surely they won't find it? Oh, they didn't find... Oh, wow. I guess I want to attack... I don't think the vigilance really matters, but... I want the extra damage. Play the case. Oh no, did I just play into the counterspell? Am I an idiot? I'm stupid. That was the dumbest thing I've ever done. Yeah, that was dumb. Yep, that was really stupid. Now I'm going to lose the game as a result. All I had to do was not do that, and we were going to be totally fine. Yeah, all I had to do was play that first. I just forgot. I just forgot that it existed. That's me. That's on me. To be fair, that's actually the first time somebody has actually played that card against me so far. I've played it a couple of times, but no one's actually played it against me. So I was not prepared. Wow, okay. Works for me. You're going to be in play, so you're in play. I mean, I don't love the spot that I'm in, I'm going to be honest. I mean, that was apparently their best play last turn, so if they just, like, keep not drawing lands, I could have a chance, but... I do a removal spell now, too. Maybe. Ah, man. I would just be winning this game if I had played properly. That is a 1/4. Alright. In you go, Basilica Stalker. In you go. I'll keep that one on top. I can exile my Dogwalker and return it. It's not great. I can also exile... I mean, it's going to just be good as protection if my Basilica Stalker doesn't die. Blue held up. What does that mean? Blue. play this disguised. We're gonna attack with Basilica Stalker. Okay, I mean that's okay. Doesn't really do anything on this board state though. What do they got? Deduce. That makes. Why did Auto Tapper hold up blue though? I don't know. You never know with Auto Tapper. So they're pretty incentivized to. I'm gonna turn this face. I'm gonna go for it. They get a 2/2. And another one. And another Basilica Stalker. I mean, out cold is not great for me here. Let's be real. The opponent does have the ability to draw a ton of cards, but wow, that is a lot of eyes that are private. No blocks, I think. Ooh, I can go binding a private eye to attack everything. Because now I have the Auspicious Arrival to kill the other one. And we get to start surveilling. Yep, that one's good. Keep that one. Okay, they do have the ability to draw up to like 5 cards this turn because of the Assemble the Players, but we'll see if that's gonna do work for them. Why is this what is Auto Tapper on today? It's on drugs, dude. Also, we won. Yay! I mulled the 5 and won. I did it, guys. And I even didn't play into account. Actually, funnily enough, I think misplaying into the counterspell may have won me that game because they didn't counter my Basilica Stalker. Although maybe it wouldn't have. I don't know. I would have dealt like 6 extra damage with the 2/1. So let's maybe cool the hype a little bit on misplaying into actually being good. Look, I mulliganed to 5, my opponent played Assembled the Players. We were doing the same, we were both mulliganing, you know what I mean? But that is, so, in this format I have been absolutely owned by Assemble the Players, and then there was that game where it was terrible. And that just kind of shows that it's a high variance card, right? It's a card that, people you're gonna have bad experiences, but I think at the end of the day, you're probably just, and the other deck that played it was, like, built around it. I think every single creature in the other deck was 2 power or less, so they basically just had like 16 hits or something like that. And I think at that point you can maybe start to think about playing it, but I think, the opponent's deck there, 2 private eyes, we're already 2 creatures out of the number of creatures we're playing. Who knows, right? Who knows where that could take you. We are continuing our quest here. Oh yeah. So in this hand, we're going to play the case on 2. I'm going to get a second... I have 3 white cards in my hand, so I'm more likely to necessarily want to double spell with white. I think... It does technically depend on what I draw, but doesn't depend that much on what I draw. Well, now I want to do that. Some people are... Well, the reason I'm okay with doing this is that I have a second 2-drop. Am I about to get my stash skeleton countered again? Nope. The 2/1 beats are gonna roll on, it seems. Skeleton. Alright, just do this, and this, and then we're gonna do the... I'm gonna do this now and save me and my opponent a little bit of stress. Definitely want to get a second white source now. Because of Dog Walker, amongst other things. So, blue-green... I kind of want to just do that. Remove their sample collector. Remove the sample collector. Well, it's not doing anything right now. But I get in for 4. I mean, but I'm pretty okay with them. Like, if they double block either of my creatures, I think that's, like, pretty good for me. Killing the morph. But then they get to use the sample collector is the issue. But maybe I'm, like, baiting them into using the collect evidence while I play, like, an inside source. How would we just attack with this? They probably still don't really want to block. Then I can play... I can play inside source, or I can play Dog Walker. Face down. Tough question. If they double block, I'm pretty happy. If they don't double block... Yeah, see, that's... So I can put this face down, or I could play this. I think I'm going to play the inside source. Primarily because it makes more bodies for the lead pipe. Wonder if they have that big crocodile. Oh, I also had Auspicious Arrival in my hand, which I literally wasn't thinking about. But, yeah, that is also a consideration. Doesn't line up super well on this board. My first instinct that turn was just to be like, okay, binding and smash for 4. But then I was like, it is blue-green, you know. My deck does have an access to grind a little bit. Like, it doesn't like, I don't have to just be, like, hyper-focused on beating down here. The Sample Collector is not a huge threat right now. It is just a 2-3 at the moment. It's gonna kill my... whatever, that's fine. It gets to attack. Okay, well, that's actually pretty good for them. I can just double block it, though. I can actually just let it hit me and then smash for like 1 billion, also. They definitely should be attacking. Yeah. The question is, where does the counter... I think the counter goes on the sample collector. I'm like hoping that's where it goes. Well, now I'm gonna double block, I think. Pretty happy with the game being a little smaller. I would expect. I'm gonna go get a swamp. Might be against my better judgment, but I am gonna go get a swamp. Opponent goes to 14. They made this bigger. I mean, I'm kind of expecting it to be the crocodile thing. Which is why I'm like holding this makeshift binding. I don't know. If I had binding, it still wouldn't have been great. I wouldn't have had the... Yeah, I don't think those... They would have still bit down on crime and then... Yeah, I don't know. I want to make sure this binding hits something that, like, matters. I do eventually just get to draw whatever the best card... Like, I can eventually just find a removal spell for this 3-3 if I really want, or... whatever. Binding is my only removal spell in my deck that targets, like, big creatures, and blue-green is a deck that has big creatures. I don't think it's, like, super clear, but... Panther, okay. So this is like almost certainly the Crocodile, right? Like almost 100%. Especially if they attack. Oh, they're just gonna do this. Yeah, this is fine. Kill my dog walker. I'm not happy about it, but... Alright, we can, I think I'm just gonna play the Sanguine Savior face up. Oh, no, it's only when it's turn face up. Something else gets lifelink. Alright, well, in that case... I'm gonna do this. In that case, I'm gonna do this. Because they're at 10. So the Crocodile I don't care about, because it has to attack me. If they decide they want to use another removal spell on my 2/2 thing, that's fine. I'm winning the race currently. They have like double removal. If they have 2 removal spells, I mean, even then I can just, again, I can just get my like Basilica Stalker off the case and then just morph it face down. It's not like a horrible next turn. I could also crack the lead pipe, not that I really want to do that. What is going on over there? So that one feels like it. So that one could be like Granite Witness. Why did it? I don't know. I am going to flip this face up and attack with both creatures. See what they have. So I think this is like probably Granite Witness, and this is probably Crocodile. Let's see if I can. Let's see if my prediction skills are good. Oh, it's Fairy Snoop. I see. This is not going to end well for them. That does make sense, though. Do this. Gain like 1,000,000. Go to 25. Opponent has to deal with a 2/1 flyer lifelink. They have to deal with a menace with a lead pipe on it. When they kill the thing with the lead pipe. This case is so good. Because it's just like it gives you a threat that your opponent's like, well, I don't really want to deal with that threat because I'm going to die. I still want to know if this is the Crocodile. I still want to know if I was right this whole game. And oh, Archdruid's Charm. Okay. Sure. Archdruid's Charm it is. I'm just gonna play a 4 mana 4 or 5 mana 4/4. Think so. Let's exit specialist. Oh, look at that. Look at you, opponent. Oh, it has to be solved first. Alright, we're gonna play a 5 mana 4/4. This exit's a specialist. I was just wrong on every axis this game. So now I can go find whatever I want. As a Tunnel Tipster. Okay, this is pretty good. I mean, let's just do this. They're now going to have to jump. Yep. Now we just have a 6/4 in play. And opponent's 6 life, and that's it. That's the trophy. Black, white, all rares, all 2-drop rares. You know, I mean, ask you what it takes to win in limited these days. It is certainly the way to go about it. Pack one, pick one, Tessa, and just got there. The Persuasive Interrogators were like pretty actively bad. I probably shouldn't have been playing them. I think I should have just played like 3rd Auspicious Arrival instead of them. Basilica Stalker, I mean, I think you do want... I think 2 is the right number. I think 2 is like exactly... Like, I don't think you really want more than that. Although I do kind of like this guy. I don't think he is going to perform super well from a statistics standpoint, but... I did like him. Did not at any point want this card. I know this deck may have looked like it kind of wanted this card. At no point did I want this card, I would say. Wrench would have been much worse. Lead Pipe impressed me. Lead Pipe was pretty decent. It had games where it was bad. The Haunch was also okay. But these two equipments seemed decent. And I didn't really ever want Wrench instead of either of them. Granite Witness would have been okay, but not great. I don't know. I feel pretty good about this deck, and I hope you enjoyed. See you next time.